It is time for Gatorade Cup Series racing on the West Coast. We're here in Phoenix, Arizona for the running of the Subway 500, race number 3 of the Gatorade Cup Series, season number 12. On the pole for today's race, 31 car Riley Sampson starting beside second position, Tommy Fletcher Jr. and the 41. Then third place, Scott Upton. Fourth place, we have Jonathan Buford. And ranking on the top 5, Jake Gowing, car number 11. Starting this race in 6th, it is William Seaman. In 7th, we have Sebastian Kukulon. Jeff Bright will roll off in 8th. 9th place, Ronan Curtis, last race winner at Michigan. And ranking on the top 10, Riley Spruce with the 28 car. Back behind those drivers, Anthony Nance in the 8, who's inside the 10 of Griffin Lynn. Then there's Luke Brady in the 2 car, comes in second in the points, and Jay Jefferson in the 78 down to his inside. Then there's Baby Rose the 47 and the 66 of Landon Lyons. Then we have Derek Hamill the 12 and the 6 of Carter Friesen, along with Cole Luigi in the 42 car and the 01 of Colton Yo. Nonigan Scott in the 48, Conrad Evans in the 96. Then there's Eli Bright 24 and 9 car Michael Gregory with the 88 of Diego Yepez and the 18 of Trey Rainey. Then there's Zachary DeLello and Georgia Satomu the 44 with Anthony Fox and Jose Mills the 15. Roman Fenway 17 and Keegan Thompson the 20 carries the race sponsor on the hood of his car. They have Max Anderson the 1 and the 26 of Anson and Charles Bois. Max Rossi 83 and 29 Keyshawn Richardson. Then we have Evan Hunter 43 and 00 Alex Reynolds, Marshall Roll the 07 and the 7 of Levi Schoen, and rounding out this field in 41st Jay Brandon and 42nd our points leader TJ Allen 21, 2 top 5 to start the season, but needs a lot to go his way to get a 3rd straight top 5 here today. There's our 42 car field for racing in race number 3 of the Gatorade Cup Series season. Let's go on track and fire these cars up for the Subway 500.
Drivers, start your engine!
We're in 33, yeah, give me a minute, I'm working on it. Simple.
42 drivers rolling off the starting grid for racing in the 3rd Gatorade Cup Series race of the season here in Arizona. It's a 1 mile flat racetrack, so it's very hard to handle for these drivers. 47 laps in the Subway 500, which is a 47-mile event. Our points leader starts 42nd as other points rivals start up inside the top 15. How will this race play out? Riley Sampson, Tommy Fletcher Jr. share the front row. Sampson steps on the gas, and we're green flag racing in Avondale, Arizona. The Dodge of Scott Upton gets a great run on the bottom of turns 3 and 4 to lead the first lap of the Subway 500. Sampson back to second, Buford to his inside for that position, off to turn 1, then teammates back behind battle for that spot. Kukulon, Tommy Fletcher Jr. Here comes another Dodge into the mix. The 77 Ronan Curtis, who won last race in Michigan, moving up into the picture. Griffin Lynn 3 wide by the 45 of Seaman. Here comes Jay Jefferson, the 78 into the mix. A whole knot of cars back behind the front 2 there. 3 wide and contact made between our 2 front row drivers. Riley Sampson and Tommy Fletcher Jr. not playing nice, making contact up inside this top 10. Fletcher looks to clear Sampson through 1 and 2. They're making contact for that spot. 41-31 sideways. They save it for now, but they are not playing nice, and these drivers definitely angered. Look at the third one split to the middle lane, trying to get by this 41. They are not happy with each other. They're showing it right now on the racetrack as Jonathan Buford moves to the race on that number 3. 31 pushing 41 wide. These 2 drivers are making contact with each other, getting close and physical. This might not be a safe ending for these drivers. Look at Sampson, send Fletcher wide. They're making contact. They're on the wall. It's Sampson up in the air and on this side, on his lid. He gets hit by others. Riley Spruce gets up and they're crashing big time. Sampson upside down with Nonigan Scott hitting him. Eli Bright, Evan Hunter. There's the 8 car all torn up. The big one here at Phoenix early on. Those 2 drivers not playing nice, and it shows with a disastrous crash for many of the field. Caution is out on lap number 5. Jonathan Buford leads with Curtis and Lynn the top 3. My goodness. Contact was made between the 31 and the 41. They were not having a good time with each other, and it showed as emotions boiled over through turns 1 and 2. 31-41 were rubbing, making contact, bumping and running each other throughout the past 3 or 4 laps. And it finally boiled over and escalated into that big crash that we just saw right there. The first caution flag is out here at Phoenix. Jonathan Buford leads 99. Let's go see what happened. Riley Sampson gets the worst of it. He went upside down after getting hit multiple times and very hard numerous times. 3 wide down the front stretch, and this really started about 2-3 laps prior. Landon Lyons, 66 on the inside. He has nothing to do with this accident. This is all the 31, the 41. They've been running with each other, bumping each other out of the way, sending each other wide. And right here, it got physical. Entering turn number 1, Riley Sampson, Tommy Fletcher Jr. Side by side. See how much room the 66 has down low because the 31 is trying to carry the 41 of Fletcher out the racetrack. But Tommy Fletcher Jr. says enough and doesn't go any wider. They hook together. Sampson into the wall on this side. Hits Carter freezing right there. Trey Rennie 18 making contact. Jeff Brett the 5 escapes. Spurlow 228 hits the 31. That's where the 8 gets contact. And we'll see up ahead what happened right there. Nonigan Scott flipping the 31. Hunter hitting Scott. Eli Bright jamming on the brakes. I think he maybe missed any major contact, maybe slight contact to his teammate Scott. But the caution flag is out. 31, 48 going to be done. 43 is going to be done. The 8 probably done along with others. Tommy Fletcher Jr. looks to get away from the accident scene with very heavy right side damage, but keeps his car going. And a lot of cars have minimal damage, like Trey Rainey, Carter Friesen. Obviously, it looked like the 17 Roman Fenway had some contact in that. So what happened up here with the 8, 28, and others? If you look at this flip again. Right there on his side, luckily came back down to earth, but then as the 48 hit, he went upside down. The next to the 28, up into the 8, the 45, I think 11, Jake Galway, 8 hits with the 42 of Cole Luigi, so Tomu is well involved. So a lot of drivers getting minimal damage as they were trying to leave the scene. Let's watch this again. As the 8 will come up, well, the 28 will come up and get to the 8. So watch for that right here. As Spurley 2 misses the crash, or tries to miss the crash, he gets into the 31. Up into Hernandez as he's out of control. Seaman into the wall. Jake Galway hard into the wall. How about Bibi Ruiz sneaking through? There's Cole Luigi contact. So Tomu contact. So a lot of drivers are going to have some pretty heavy-duty damage as they were trying to miss this crash. My goodness. What a vicious crash. TJ on there points there, missed it. Some drivers have had bad starts to the season, like Spurley Tube and Eli Bright. Some of these drivers back here, it's not going to be a good third race from them as well, as they're involved, got damage and contact. Our first caution is out in Phoenix. Jonathan Buford, car number 99, leads the way, cleaning up our first caution flag. Jonathan Buford currently leads in the Subway 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. Green flag this time by on lap number 8. Jonathan Buford leads in the 99. Curtis right behind in second. Out of this race, Evan Hunter, Riley Sampson, Nonigan Scott. 1 lap down for Cole Luigi, Roman Fenway, and Anthony Hernandez. 36 cars on the lead lap. Some of them, though, at the back with damage. Green flag back in there, the top 5. Buford, Curtis, Upton, Lynn, and Jefferson. Buford wide from the race lead. Curtis into him. Spinning the 99 sideways. A great save for Jonathan Buford, controlling his car. He actually gets away because Curtis had to lift off the gas to make sure he did not spin and dump that 99. So a great class move by Curtis. They're not staying on the gas and completely spinning the 99, and a great move for Buford to get that done. Car Impero 26, Anson and Charles Bois with an issue there. So Roush having a good day besides this 99. Buford out front leading the race because Carter is involved in that last crash, and some others are at the back of the field. Kukulon moving forward the 40 car. Landon Lyons, Colton Yo, Conrad Evans, and others trying to move up. There's Jeff Wright, narrowly missed that big crash, looking for a top 10. Luke Rennie came in second in points. He's up inside the top dozen. He's one of 3 drivers to have a top 10 in both the races so far this season. Seaman coming up here with the 45. So remember, he had some damage. I think maybe he may have had a tire rub or something go wrong in that 45 that they were just trying to feel out right there, and it didn't get any better, obviously. So they decided to bring it down pit road most likely. Buford with a great jump on that restart after almost spinning out. He gets away from Curtis, who has his hands full with Jay Jefferson. We're mentioning before that 45 hit pit road. 3 drivers have finished top 10 in both the races so far this season. Points there, TJ Hanley. Second in points, Luke Rainey. And fourth in points, Jay Jefferson. Kukulon also up there in points to the 40. He right now rides in the 4th position, just ahead of Landon Lyons. Conrad Evans moving low on Scott Upton for a spot. Griffin in the 10, looking to fill the hole inside his teammate, looking for that spot. Jeff Wright inside the top 10, looking to move forward as a 3-car dance for the lead. Jonathan Buford, Jay Jefferson, 2 veterans of the series, 2 longtime drivers, and then the first season rookie of Ronan Curtis in 3rd. So it's 2 veterans and a rookie leading the way in Phoenix. Buford out front, Jefferson and Curtis 2nd and 3rd. Down the dog leg, Jake Galway may have been coming off pit road or something. they're catching him. I believe he along with maybe some other drivers, decided to come down pit road to repair some damage. Maybe they had some fender rubs and whatnot. Wanted to get that out of the way, but obviously he will be just a little bit slower because he was involved in that crash and does have some damage. Right now, cars that are 1 lap down, the 26, 45, 17, 8, 42, and 11. So obviously there's Jake Gowie's going to go 2 laps down now. We have 33 cars on the lead lap. Ones that are damaged and slower are the 28, the 18, the 41, and maybe some others as well. But Beeford will get around Jake Gowie, the lap car. Ronan Curtis will move to 2nd. Jay Jefferson trying to get by. See what Conrad Evans can do. He's up to 4th. 5th place now Kukulon. Lyons back to 6th. And Jeff Bright's on a march. He's looking for 7th on Griffin Lynn. Jeff Bright will take that spot away. How about Jose Mills moving inside the top 10? Luke Rainey moving up a position by Colton Yo. And Bibby Rua is also pulling away from the battle back behind. Then you can see Derek Hamill, Gregory Rando. There's Yepez, Marshall Burrell, Alex Reynolds, Fox, and some others. TJ Hanley doing a great job coming through the field up inside the top 25 right now. Remember, he started last in this race. So any positions he gains is just a huge benefit. He's up to 21st down. I think within the next lap or two, he's going to be inside the top 20. That 21 team has done a great job this season being there at the end of these races. Even at Michigan, we didn't talk about him all race long. But then in the final 2 laps, he was suddenly there and finished inside the top 5 as Jeff Bright's looking for a position up ahead. Jeff Bright on Landon Lyons to break inside the top half dozen. 16 laps down here in Phoenix. Jeff Bright and Landon Lyons are side by side for 6th. Kukulon just in front is 5th. Jake Gowie, the lap car, up top, trying to get out of the way of these race leaders. He's doing a great job of it right now. He's not really held anyone up so far. He's done a great job getting out of the way, making sure that these race leaders can race on with balance with each other. Jay Jefferson hitting Ronan Curtis for 2nd. Coming around to 30 to go. I think Jefferson is just a little bit faster than that 77. We saw it earlier on in this run when he was closing in on Jonathan Beeford, but couldn't make that pass work, and then Curtis got back around. We'll see if Jefferson can do anything now as he pulls away from the 77 by Carlington 2. Yeah, great 1 and 2 there for Jay Jefferson, and that battling has allowed Conrad Evans to close him just a touch. Jefferson with a nice 3 and 4, gaining on Jonathan Beeford on corner exits. The 99's lead is now in jeopardy as it's Jay Jefferson on the back bumper, looking to try and make a pass in turn 1. He has a run. Can he make it stick on the bottom? He'll get in behind the 99. Maybe look for a move in 3 and 4 because we've seen him make so much progress and so much time in turns 3 and 4. I think that's really his best corner at this point in the race. He actually stays in line right there. I thought that maybe he was going to try dive to the bomb, but right now content with riding behind that 99 at the front of the field. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Toyota. That's the top 4. All 4 manufacturers represented inside these top 4 spots. So as we look ahead to see our next lap car, Hernandez and Coluigi are slower in turns 3 and 4. You have Riley Spurley, who was still on the lead lap, then Fenway, Troy Rainey on the lead lap, Tommy Fletcher Jr. on the lead lap. Seaman had to come down pit road. There's Friesen and Charles Bois. And then here's the back of the pack, which is, I think, all up to pace and still running. TJ Hanley now on the outside starting to drop back some positions as drivers like the 60 of DeLello and the 24 of Eli Bright try to get down to the inside and get by. Hanley now back outside the top 20. He just battles his way up inside the top 20 a few laps prior. Luke Ray making gains up to 8th. Jeff Bright up to 5th. Still the same front 3. Beeford, Jefferson, Curtis. Conrad Evans has made no inroads in this battle for the lead. In a battle for 5th. Landon Lyons up to P5 by the 5 of Jeff Bright. Kukulon looking to join as well. Luke Rainey under attack from the 15 of Mills. Gowie's going to surrender to Bibby Ruiz. Let the final of our drivers inside the top 10 by. So we're coming to about halfway in this race. Curtis now for 2nd on Jefferson. The 78 wound up on the top side of 3 and 4, getting a nice run on corner exit. Can he clear entering turn 1 to get that preferred lane? He can't. Curtis dives to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make it work. He'll slam the 78. They're making contact for 2nd in the wall and around. Goes 2nd and 3rd. Who else do they collect? Luke Rennie takes to the high side. Oh, Burrow nails and Curtis is upside down. Ronan Curtis barrel rolling on top of the 1 of Max Anderson. Now sliding down through the dogleg is Alex Reynolds that nailed the 77. The 07 involved big time, and many cars can be taken out, and a caution at the midway point of the Subway 500. Big one, part 2. Conrad Evans up to 2nd. Landon Lyons and others who missed it. Does Luke Rainey have any damage? Remember, he took evasive action up to the outside. I don't know if he got the wall or not. Yeah, because he kind of looked out of control trying to make that move. I think he got away with it. I think he did a great job because he was going to nail into the side of someone if he didn't do that. So now, since we're halfway through, these racers can come down under this caution flag and make it work out. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, this is a perfect caution for them. They don't have to do it under green now. Just do it under right here. And since tires don't really wear here, do you do 2 tires and just go? See, oh, look at, we got lap cars coming out and stuff. That's going to be big right there for Jonathan Beeford because Conrad Evans is on his back bumper. But after all this happening, like some of these drivers leading and whatnot, it has created a stack-up effect back behind. So Conrad Evans, the first of our race leaders, into his stall. See what Jonathan Beeford does in the 99s. Once again, the lap cars have to stay out. They can pit the next time around if they so choose. Two and go for Beeford. He leaves out in front of the crowd. Conrad Evans will be second. Jeff Bright, a great pit stop to get to third. Landon Lyons and Jay Rando will be the front 5 for our second restart. Second caution flag in the air. Second and third crash. Jay Jefferson battling hard, but he's going to be done for the day here in Phoenix. I think that right here, this is a rookie mistake by Ronan Curtis. Jay Jefferson, the veteran. Ronan Curtis, the rookie, battling for second and third. Jefferson is going a little wide right here. Ronan Curtis could just hug that bottom and then make them move in 3 and 4 to make it stick. But right here decides to body slam the 78. It gets them hooked together, and they both get up towards the wall and into it, spinning them both around. Now they're in front of the field, broadside the racetrack. Here come drivers in that miss it, like Conrad Evans, Landon Lyons, Kukulon, and Jeff Bright. Jose Mills, Rainey to the outside. All these cars miss it, but as they get double fouled in a pack, Burrow hits Jefferson, Alex Reynolds and Curtis, Max Anderson, Derek Hamill. Anderson's going to get hit by Curtis. The 77 lands on top. You can see the roof damage to the 1. Anson and Charbois collected with the 77. Seaman and Carter Friesen find a way through the madness. Curtis ends up on his lid. Jefferson smoking a heap. Alex Reynolds in a heap. And Max Anderson also. Those 4 cars are going to be done here in Phoenix. Another look at it. And I believe a driver that got very lucky. I don't know if he made contact or not, but Keegan Thompson, the 20. He was back in this pack. Did he miss contact? He has an onboard camera, Subway on board, and that's going to be interesting to see because, I mean, he was right in the thick of it. See the front view get away. You can see Luke Ray right there doing a great job along with Anthony Fox and others. Look at Keegan. I don't know if he missed it, but almost looks like he did. Well, the best angle to show that will be the onboard camera for Keegan Thompson. Does he narrowly miss getting involved in our second big accident of the day? Let's find out. Now he got some damage, you can see right there. He got some slight front end damage on that 20 car, which is probably going to make him slower. We'll have to see how bad that damage is though on the restart. So coming back around in front, it was the 99 of Jonathan Beeford leading the way he has dominated here today in Phoenix. He comes off of pit road in front, and he'll lead us to the green flag under a second caution flag here in Phoenix. Some lap down cars have taken the wave around to get back on the tail end of the lead lap, or tail end of 1 lap down as we come back to the green flag with 20 laps of racing to go. Everyone that pitted there is good on fuel. But out from the accident, Max Anderson, Alex Reynolds, Marshall Burrow, Ronan Curtis, Jay Jefferson, Derek Hamill, they are the ones. 26 cars are currently on the lead lap. 1 lap down for the 2611, who are right now on the tail end of being 1 lap down. They have Coluigi, Anthony Hernandez, Roman Fenway, William Seaman, and Tommy Fletcher Jr. also 1 lap in the rear. As we come back to green here in Phoenix, Jonathan Beeford's going to have to jump to the inside of his teammate. Can Conrad Evans and Jeff Bright do the same? Jeff's going to use the 26 as a pick to get to second. That was a veteran move by Jeff Bright. Conrad Evans did not pull out fast enough. And you can see right there, he's going to fall into the top 5. He's got the splits in the middle right here. He's got to be very aggressive with this move. Colton Yo might be aggressive. They see Evans there. Make that move. He might spin that 26 if he's not careful. Big time move for Conrad Evans there. Will merge through the middle. Jonathan Beeford now has the 11 of Jake Gowen to deal with as a lap car, but he's gotten away for the battle for second. You can see the 26. I mean, this could be a crash right here if these drivers aren't patient enough. The 01 to 15, 2 teammates from DEI. How about TJ Hanley? Bound up there with Luke Rennie. They come in first and second in points. And now they're bound up inside the top 10. It looks like Yo into the 26. Yepez has initiated a pits. He goes. Maybe a loose wheel on that 88 car. As up on the front, Beeford getting around Jake Gowen to put him another lap down. But back here, they are rubbing off each other, trying to get around the 26. There might be 4 wide. Jose Mills backs out to get down in front of Zachary DeLello. They're 3 wide, and others are trying to miss it. You can see Keegan Thompson is a little bit slower than 20. So now Yepez will fall a lap down on pit road. So whatever he should is in the 88, Gonna lose a lap because of it. Jay Randall moves to second. Scott Upton third. Fourth place now Jeff Wright. Fifth place Landon Lyons. Then this battle, TJ Hanley has finished top 5 in both the races so far this season. He's now in contention to get another top 10, maybe even another top 5. He moves up to 7th, just behind Anthony Fox. I think Hanley will extend that point lead. For a while there, it was looking like Luke would close in, but right now, TJ's ahead of Luke. Jay Renner trying to keep second. Scott Upton trying to take it. 16 laps to go. Can anyone get to Jonathan Buford? He's had the best car, the dominant car, here today in Phoenix. Scott Upton, Jay Renner are going to try their hardest, that's for sure. Jeff Bright out to get around the lap car. Jake Galloway, and I assume he will, because Galloway's been nothing but good to these race leaders all race long. Right there, you can see him moving aside for Jeff. Class move by Jake Galloway there, letting our race leaders go. There's TJ Hanley, just got by Anthony Fox to move his way up to 6th and sees 5th place Jeff Bright right in front of him. Jake Galloway possibly move aside right here off turn 2. Allow TJ the lane, entering turn 3 to move down to the inside and get by. There goes TJ. Anthony Fox will also follow suit. At the front, Scott Upton closing the gap a little bit to Jonathan Buford. Landon Lyons will move to 3rd to 66. Move Randall back to 4th. And now 14 to go. At the front, Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Toyota. Once again, all 4 manufacturers inside the top 4 positions. Hanley deposits of Jake Galloway. Anthony Fox is going to do the same. Back behind Luke Rennie, Michael Gregory. They battle for 8th. For 2nd, Lyons low on Upton. And back behind them for 5th. Hanley by Jeff Bright. Looking for his 3rd top 5 in the first 3 races of the season. Now 13 to go. They have to settle this battle for 2nd quickly because Jonathan Buford loving it. He's pulling away. Coming back to 12 to go this time by in Phoenix. 12 miles left. Landon Lyons trying to make a move on the inside to clear Upton, and does. Does he have a charge at Jonathan Buford now? 12 laps to go in Phoenix. Anthony Fox looked on Jeff Bright, but didn't have a run to make it work. See, Jake Galloway's not really that slow. I mean, he's maybe a 10th or 2 off the pace, but he's not severely slow. That's why he's not really had an impact on these race leaders. I think there might be a dive for a second here. Upton on the back of Lyons. Oh, he tried. I think he tried to get to that bumper, but just couldn't. And Buford pulls away again. 11 laps to go in Phoenix. Jonathan Buford leads the way, a veteran. Oh, Lyons went wider than Buford. I was going to say that was an opportunity for Lyons right there because Buford went wide. The 66 went even wider. Now it's going to be a battle for 2nd again, Upton to the inside. Scott Upton for 2nd on the 66 of Lyons. Lyons trying to get wound up on the top side. As now this battle with 10 to go has brought Hanley, Jeff Bright, and Fox into the battle. Can Luke Rennie also close in? How about Shones up inside the top 10? Griffin just behind him. Those two have had a great battle before for a championship back in season 6. Upton clears for 2nd. Now can he get to Jonathan Buford? How about Jay Randall? What can he do to the 22? He's moving to 3rd. Back behind, Jeff Bright just got maybe pushed out of the way by Anthony Fox. 38 being aggressive for 6th. That battle for 3rd is really going to help right there. Scott Upton. But once again, he kind of followed the 9 up the racetrack. These are prime opportunities, but everyone, I mean, when 1st goes up the racetrack, 2nd does even worse. That's keeping this battle going, which is helping Jonathan Buford come to 8 to go. 8 laps remain this time by. Battle for 5th. Hanley trying to maintain over Anthony Fox with the 38. Pretty fast at this stage of the race. Griffin Lynch just got by Luke Brady. As Upton goes way wide, and that allows Jay Randall to easily clear for 2nd. Coming around to 7 to go. Randall's got to make something happen big here. Randall closing a little through 3 and 4 right there. Lyons trying to clear for that position, but couldn't. Fox cleared Hanley with a little slide job through 3 and 4, but now TJ gonna fight back to the inside for 5th, and now that might be a battle with Scott Upton for the lead. Randall's there. He's gonna look to the inside right here on corner entrance. 2-car race for the lead. Randall inside, Buford outside. Can Randall clear? I think he's gonna slide up. Randall out front, but Buford with the crossover now back to the inside. 6 laps to go in Phoenix. That's brought Landon Lyons into the mix. Buford to clear Rando. Now can Rando do another crossover? Buford pulls away by car length or 2. But now Lyons and Hanley are in this mix. Buford does a great job running a bottom lane through 3 and 4 to make sure that 22 couldn't make a dive bomb attempt. Now for third, Hanley on Lyons. He wants to have a say. 5 laps to go on Phoenix. Yellow flag would end it. Cameron will get back to Buford. Got the lap led, but not much more. But 3 lap cars up the road. That could play an impact. We still have 4 to go at the line. Hanley looking on Landon Lyons, who looks on Jay Rando. Rando not close enough to look on Buford, though. Coming around, 4 laps to go in Phoenix. How about Griffin Lynn? Don't count him out. He's up into the top 5 for possibly the first time today. Landon Lyons over the back of Rando, maybe getting a little shove towards Buford. It does a great job at it. Those 3 pull away from Hanley and Lynn. Coming around to 3 to go. They have a charge. Rando backing off. Lyons aggressive into the corner. Yeah, that's 2 separate driving attitudes right there, but Lyons can make it stick on the bottom, and they're side by side with 3 to go. Buford's pulling back away. Can Lyons clear Rando and then try and get to Buford? He'll clear the 22 right there. How about TJ Hanley looking for third again? Lap traffic. Hernandez, Luigi, Spurley-Tube. Coming around. 2 to go this time by Lyons, trying to get to the bumper of the 99. And Hanley looking for third on Rando. Can't make it stick on the bottom, though. 2 laps to go in Phoenix. 2 cars to settle it, 99 and 66. Car number 66 has 1 year before. Back with Season 3 champion Benoit Irvine. Can Lyons do the same? Coming to the white flag. The 8 is ahead with the 42 and the 28. How does Buford, Lyons, and others get around? Buford halted there in corner. Exit. Lyons can have a run here right here. Where does he take that run, though? Last lap is underway in Phoenix. Luigi also on the outside now, lap car. 3 cars to settle it. Buford by the traffic. Has to get by Spurley-Tube, and that's his. He's by Riley. And that might be it. Lyons not close enough to make a move work. 3 and 4 for the final time. He dominated here today in Phoenix. He's going to come away with the victory. Champion will strike it, or a veteran will strike again. Jonathan Buford wins in Phoenix. How about the veterans this season? Jonathan Buford dominates and gets it done in the Subway 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. Lyons and Hanley will get 2nd and 3rd. TJ has 3rd straight top 5 on the season. Let's go see the finishing results in the point standings. Here are the finish results from the Subway 500 at the Phoenix Raceway. 2 caution flags today for 8 laps and 3 lead changes. 3 drivers out front today here in Arizona. Jonathan Buford leads 44 of the 47 laps en route to victory lane. It was a perfect day for Buford as Lyons and Hanley could not close in. Lyons and Hanley will get 2nd and 3rd. Anthony Fox 4th, and Griffin Lynn rounds out the top 5 in the 10 car. 6th place to Levi Shones, Jay Rando 7th, Scott Upton 8th, Luke Rainey 9th, and Jeff Bright the 5 rounds out the top 10. So Luke Rainey has finished top 10 in every race so far this season. Hanley has finished top 5 in every race this season. TJ has over a 70-point gap 3 races into the season. Michael Gregory scores 11th, Kukulan 12th, Sotomo 13th, 14th, Colton Yo, 15th, Baby Ruiz. Conrad Evans will get 16th, Max Rossi 17th, DeLello 18th, Mills 19th, and Keyshawn Richardson rounds out the top 20. Carter Freeze and Eli Bright, Trey Rennie, Keegan Thompson, last cars on the lead lap. 1 lap down, Riley Spurley-Tube, William Seaman, Diego Yepez, Roman Fenway, Tommy Fletcher Jr. 2 laps down for Coluigi, Anthony Hernandez, Jake Galway, and Anson and Charles Bois. And out of this race, Hamill, Jefferson, Curtis Burrow, Reynolds, Anderson, Scott, and then down here, Sampson and Hunter round out the DNFs. Let's now go see the point standings after Phoenix. Here are how the points look exiting Phoenix for TJ Hanley. It has been a perfect season. 3 top 5s and a Daytona 500 trophy. Keep him on top of the points. 71 up on Luke Rainey, who is 2nd. Landon Lyons is now 3rd. 4th place, Sebastian Kukulan. And Griffin Lynn rounds out the top 5, the 10 car. Anthony Fox right now in 6th. Conrad Evans is 7th. Colton Yo 8th. Keegan Thompson and Levi Shones 9th and 10th. Yepez, Jefferson, then there are 2 winners, Curtis and Buford. 13th and 14th there right now, the 2 wildcard spots. Galloway, Seaman, Jeff Bright, Charbois, Sampson, and DeLello are drivers that are rounding out the top 20. Coluigi, Tommy Fletcher Jr. just outside of the top 20, along with Scott Upton, Baby Ruiz, Reynolds, Spurley-Tube, Freeze and Rando, Michael Gregory, Keyshawn Richardson. We have Mills, Rossi, Scott, Hernandez, Sotomo, Hamill, Burrow, Fenway, Eli Bright, Trey Rainey, and rounding out the field, Max Anderson and Evan Hunter down at the bottom of the points Still only 3 races in though, and lots of time for drivers to make something happen. Our 4th race of the season is out at Texas. It's the Nationwide 400. I will see you guys then.